After graduating from high school with high marks, Muhammad had it prepared for the next chapter, studying abroad, somewhere where his education would not be repeatedly interrupted by war. His admission documents are ready, but before he can begin, there is one thing standing in his way: getting out of Gaza.
When I think about the possibility of people returning to their homes and the border crossing reopening, the first thing I think about is leaving Gaza to study, because education here has become almost impossible.
For Muhammad, the ceasefire process is ultimately about whether the Rafah crossing with Egypt can provide a route out, and whether he can finally begin the education he has worked for. For Saleh al-Dari, the stakes are far more immediate. Saleh suffers from a weakened heart and has been referred for urgent treatment abroad. Doctors have recommended a ventricular assist device, or VAD, to help his heart function. But first, he needs permission to leave Gaza.
I need a ventricular assist device, essentially a battery-powered device to support my heart. The treatment I need is available at the hospital abroad, but it is not available here.
For Saleh, the next stage of the diplomatic process matters only if it translates into permission to travel and access to the treatment he needs. And then there's Ilham Abul-Aoun. Ilham has been displaced from her home in Shijaiya, eastern Gaza City, since October 7, 2023. She lived under the threat of Israel's forced displacement orders and heavy bombardment. She's also living with a serious back injury. She's waiting to return, not knowing what remains of her home or neighborhood.
It's such a beautiful feeling to return to your neighborhood, your people and your homeland, even though it has been completely destroyed. There are no homes and no life as it was before, but simply hearing the news that you are going back is enough.
3 people, 3 different reasons for waiting. A student waiting for an education, a patient waiting for a treatment, a displaced woman waiting to go home, and all 3 are watching the same diplomatic process unfold. For the people in Gaza, the ceasefire is not an abstract political process. It's about whether a student can leave to study, whether a patient can cross for life-saving treatment, and whether a displaced family can finally return home. Whether the next stage of the agreement moves forward now, is delayed, or takes a different form, the expectations here are the same. The diplomatic process may be unfolding far from Gaza, but its success will ultimately be measured here by whether people can leave, return, receive a treatment, or begin rebuilding their lives. For now, those lives remain on hold. Hani Mahmoud, Al Jazeera, from Gaza City, Palestine.